Hi everyone, what is good? Welcome back to the channel. This is Silver Hyena, and today I am continuing with the art haul that I had posted a while back. I'll have a link in the description below, and probably one of those little eye bubble thingies. So carrying on, these are the KingArt coloring brush pens, the 24 set. Apparently it's also a pro. 24 vivid colors, a flexible nylon tip, fine, medium, or bold brush strokes, blendable ink. Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. And apparently artist quality. Well, that's what I'm here to find out. Alright, so these were about $9, estimated at $20. Now then, I actually picked these up at Burlington. Again, not the sort of place you usually go to look for art supplies. However, that's what makes this all intriguing. And the last products I used from KingArt, I ended up really enjoying. So, hopefully, we'll have another shot. Alrighty, absolutely magnificent. Now then, like the cardboard box, it actually feels really good. Except the markers aren't coming out. It's got a little bit too good of a seal. And there's no tape on there. So come on out and play. It's a nice box, I don't want to damage it, but I will if I need to get there. Oh, come on, this is ridiculous now. There we go, the aesthetically appealing shot. Hold on a minute, we need to appreciate this. Okay, I think we've appreciated it enough. Alright, so let us take, okay, like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it this way because it's easier. I'm not going to yeet that box because it's actually a really, really nice box, so I don't want to... And I keep wanting to put these upside down. So here we go, the KingArt Brush Pen Rainbow. And I must say, it is quite magnificent. I'm just going to select one. Oh, that is a nice brush tip. Color brush pen, the barrel looks nice. And these are water-based ink, so we'll see. I haven't always had the best of luck with water-based inks, so I am curious to see how this goes. I'm hoping that these will be better because, well, like I said, the last KingArt products I used weren't half bad at all, so let's get started. Alright, so let's not hold back any longer. We are ready to go. Okay, like, you know, if I could get them out of the packaging. This is my Master's Touch mixed media paper, by the way. So let's... Oh, they feel good. And you put the color down, and that's a nice vivid color. Ooh, although adding on, I do feel the paper pilling just a tiny bit. No bleed through. But let's see here. There's a very thin line. A nice thick line. So they are quite versatile. However, one more thing I want to try out. I want to see how well these will work with water, just because. So All right, well, I was hoping for something a little bit more, but like, you know, this is only one color, so still too early to pass on judgment. Anyways, I am just gonna finish swatching up these bad boys, and then we're gonna just get right into the illustration because reasons. Alrighty, here we are. Gorgeous swatches all done. I must say these markers swatched out very well. I'm gonna try the water again just to see. Okay, so like this brown is reacting a bit better. That was more of what I wanted to see. Since these are water-based markers, I really wanted to, well, use water with them. So here's hoping. However, I figured it would be nice to do a blend test for everybody. So I'm gonna take these pinks just because, dang it, I really like these pinks. So that is such a satisfying sound. All right, and as I layer, it is like there's a tiny bit of pilling, nothing too awful. Now let's see what happens. Okay, so there definitely is a bit of color there. Now for the next test. Got my palette here. And let's see, I'm just gonna grab this nice dark blue. And, okay, this already has blue on it, so let's see how well the ink, it's all bubbling up, and that alone looks like a really cool texture, I gotta say. Ooh, that is actually not half bad. Okay, first round was better. Now let's see, add some more water. There we go, all better. Okay. So I'd like to think that the few rounds I'm so excited, my words don't want to come out correctly. So the first rounds of tests, well, not perfect. Like, I'm still really looking forward to using these in an illustration, do not get me wrong. I mean, like, these are really nice, bright, vivid colors, so I'm looking forward to see how this works out. Anyways, yeah, give me a minute or 25 to figure out what exactly it is I want to do, so stick around. Okay, so once again I went into this piece not really knowing what I wanted to do. At first I was thinking, oh, I'll draw a unicorn. But midway through I was like, nah, not a unicorn. However, I still wanted to draw some sort of equine and give it some sort of horn, or horns in this case. At the same time as I was working on this, that song from Has Been Hotel has been stuck in my head. Like, you know the one, inside of every demon is a rainbow. Please, YouTube, don't crush me for this, please. I'm just talking about something, a song, so please don't go nuts. It's something I love and inspired me, okay? Anyways, that's when it hit me, and I turned what was originally going to be a unicorn into a nightmare. My favorite mythical horse, in fact. But of course, I still wanted to incorporate all of those beautiful, bright colors and unicorn inspiration. So, this demon also has a rainbow on the outside. Let me know if you've seen Has-Been Hotel. I'm waiting for more episodes. The pilot has a ton of potential, I think. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I'm like, okay, where's the rest of it? Nothing. And I'm like, don't leave me hanging, please. Anyways, the pens that I'm using, while water-based, aren't necessarily meant to be water-soluble per se, but they do work that way if you make them. To start things off, I was going for a very pop art styling with those outrageous pink highlights. This is something that I want to try more often, using bright colors as highlights. Now, the other thing to be careful of was making sure that the black didn't turn these lovely hot pink highlights into mud. One of the biggest dangers of hot neons blending with black or any other dark colors is that it tends to get muddied up, especially if you're impatient like I'm prone to do. The other thing is that, well, some of these colors blend better than others, I think. And if you want to use water with these brush markers, you don't want to wait too long, since the effect isn't quite as smooth when the marker ink is dry. But of course, the part that I had the most fun with was that rainbow mane. That paired with Demon Pony's expression is just perfect. Why didn't I mention this earlier? That grumpy expression paired with all the bright colors in his mane is just priceless. Perhaps this nightmare lost a bet? Whatever the reason, those rainbow locks look absolutely fabulous. There was a lot of layering involved. Recently, I've taken to smearing the pen or marker onto a plastic paint palette and diluting it with water. That technique, yeah, I don't know what I want to call it yet, but I probably need to find some way of shortening it because that was a mouthful. That way, though, you can really stretch your marker tones without, hopefully, pilling up the paper. Looking back, I probably should have used watercolor paper, but you know, hindsight is 20/20. We all know it. However, I do find that mixed media paper can at least handle a few layers of water-based markers before the layers start to pill. Let's talk about pilling for a second. Wow, I'm suddenly saying that word a lot. You can make a drinking game based around that. Water-based markers are the #1 culprit for this issue that I've found so far. Well, unless of course you count doing something silly like using watercolors on printing paper. Although that could actually make for a fun and interesting challenge. No, never mind. I say nothing. Have you ever been coloring with markers and the paper just starts tearing up? Yeah, me too. And I hate it. I'm looking at you, Crayola original markers with cheap AF printer paper. Pilling. There you go. Take another shot. But the siren song of pretty colorful markers keeps calling to me, and despite the fact that I have several sets of watercolors, I can't help but enjoy water-based markers this way. So I have to ask, do you prefer alcohol-based markers or water-based markers? Or have you not been able to determine yet? Post below. As for me,
I prefer alcohol-based markers myself, but I'll never stop the hunt for that perfect set of water-based markers. Okay, you can stop taking shots now. I'm done.
Alrighty, so my overall conclusion. Are these the best markers in the world? Hardly. Did I have fun using them? Heck yeah! This was different. I had fun. I really enjoyed the process. Just because the colors are bright and it was just enjoyable. I mean, they've got nice vibrant colors. The brush tips aren't half bad, although I still prefer alcohol-based markers. Excuse me. Yeah. So for like the $9 I spent on these, I don't regret it at all. Not at all. Anyways, I certainly hope that you have enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And with that being said, this is Silver Hyena signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!